Hey guys, welcome to Crypto for Me channel. My name is Jan and today I will tell you more about Bitcoin, what's the current situation with it, and much more. By the way, if you stick until the end of this video, you'll have a chance to get very nice bonus from the exchange cryptoforme.eu. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that we have to cover today, obviously, is what's happening with the Clarity Act, which is basically a law in the US that is super important for crypto. And right now there is only 23% chance of it passing in 2026. We only have 1 week for the US to pass this Clarity Act. Before the Senate and the government of the United States will have a summer recess, so basically like a summer holiday for them. So it's crucial that we actually pass this law before the August recess. So next week, from like the 3rd of August until the 7th of or 8th. August is gonna be super important for crypto. Hopefully it's gonna pass. If it's gonna be passed, then I see a great possibility of us actually putting a bottom on the chart on Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies, and possibly the bear market could be over. If it doesn't pass this though, which right now it's quite likely it doesn't actually pass, then the bear market will just take a few more weeks and probably months, which is great if you are only starting out in crypto, because you will have more chance of actually accumulating more crypto at cheaper prices. Second thing I wanted to mention today is actually Binance. They are getting delisted from the Android app, and basically Binance, which is the world's biggest exchange, they lost their or they didn't get the MiCA license for operations in the EU. That means they are not able to serve their customers, okay, which is awesome, because Crypto for Me, they do have this MiCA license, which is super important for integrity of the exchange, for security and all that stuff. So basically right now any exchange operating in the European economic area needs to have this license, and yeah, it's super strict. To be honest, it requires more like KYC and stuff like that. But in the end, it's super beneficial for the users, for the customers. And here you can see also some information about it. And yeah, so that's amazing. So if you are actually still using Binance, I really suggest that you move your crypto out of Binance, because very soon you will probably not be able to trade there anymore, and possibly you will be forced to move out your crypto. So whether it's gonna be on Crypto for Me or whether it's gonna be a cold storage, it's better to be safe than sorry. And one more thing I wanted to mention as well, which does really concern the prices of crypto as well in all the market, is the yields. Okay, so it's the bonds that actually gives you some sort of a dividend, let's call it. So when the governments they borrow money, then they have to pay it back, right? The problem is right now that the 30 and 10-year yields and the bonds are skyrocketing. The yield is skyrocketing, in fact, which means no one is actually buying these bonds anymore, and people are demanding higher yield, which usually signs weakness for the stock market and for crypto as well, because crypto doesn't yield anything, right? So are you gonna be better off, or people might think, are you gonna be better off by holding government yield bond, which right now yields like 5% a year, or are you gonna hold crypto, which doesn't actually yield anything, unless you hold like Ethereum or Solana? Bitcoin doesn't actually do any of that. So, and what it actually could do is pressure the economy as well, because if the yields are high, then people are borrowing for a lot more. That means it's more difficult to actually borrow money for companies and for individuals, which can create obviously problems in the economy and in the stock market, which translates to Bitcoin and other cryptos as well. So this is Benjamin Cohen, which is one of the best crypto analysts and macro analysts in general, basically, and he's saying that in 2023 the bond markets revolted in late 2023, and we got a 10% correction in stocks, okay, which usually means we get larger correction in crypto. So, and he's also saying that in the last 3 midterm years we had this correction in August and September, which was usually 10 to 20%, which is a lot, right? And probably this could mark the cycle bottom for Bitcoin, if it's gonna happen. Okay, so we are actually getting super close to the bottom, hopefully, which is super exciting. So yeah, basically we got the FOMC this week. We had Kevin Warsh, and he's trying to be super hawkish, but at the same time he doesn't want to raise the rates, really. So that's really funny, because he's trying to scare the market a little bit so that he doesn't have to actually hike the rates, but it doesn't actually work, because he was trying to lower the yields, but it's not working that well. So yeah, let's see how that actually plays out. But like I said, if we get skyrocketing yields, then it doesn't actually mean too good for the crypto market. By the way, like I said, we have welcome bonus on crypto4me.eu /en/welcome bonus. You will have the link in the description, obviously, and you can get 100 USDC for your first crypto. Basically, it's super easy to get it. Okay. So what you have to do is, for the new users, and what you have to do is deposit at least 500 euros and do at least 5,000 euros trading volume. Okay, and you have until the 31st of December, basically. So you still have some time, but make sure to use it wisely. Okay, and you can, the quicker you do it, the quicker you can get the USDC, and you can buy some Bitcoin with it, or Ethereum or Solana, whatever it's in your radar, basically. How to get it? You only have to do 5 steps, and you will get it once you do all the stuff that you have to do. First one, you have to do the account. You have to create the account with your email. Then you have to do KYC. Very simple, just your ID, your passport, whatever. And then you have to insert or deposit at least 500 euros, which is also pretty easy. And then you have to trade at least 5,000 euros, which is not too difficult to do, actually, either. And then you get the 100 USDC. Okay, you have some more stuff here. If you want to check it out, you can obviously download the app for on the App Store or in Google Play. Okay. So, and now let's check the charts. Okay, since the last time I was checking the chart, a few things have changed. Okay, but not not too much. Okay, we are still. Let me show you a different chart. This is a good one. Okay, so on the monthly, we are doing well. On the weekly, it's not so well. We haven't made a new high on the weekly, basically since June. So right now is the end of July. We are getting some rejection right now, back below the 200 moving average, which serves like a really great place to be buying below, because it's the average price for the last 4 years basically. And every time we get close to it or we buy below that, usually it's a great time to be buying. Just imagine if you were buying down below at the 200 moving average, you could have obviously. It doesn't mean that this will happen exactly in the next bull run. Probably it's not gonna jump as much, but as you can see, we did like 355% since we crossed the 200 weekly moving average. So from a long time frame perspective, I believe that this area is a great buying zone, buying opportunity. Obviously, this is not a financial advice. This is only my ideas, my opinions on the market, but obviously you still have some levels that we could touch in the future. You know, if we go down and try to retest the $60,000, then obviously, and we try to sweep it, we can very well get to $55,000. 56, 57 seems like quite likely that we will touch it if we get sustained correction in the crypto market. Unfortunately, the pattern is always the same. We go up and down. We go up for months or weeks and then sharply down. Again, we go up all the time and then we go down. So, I mean, nobody knows where the exact bottom for Bitcoin is gonna be, but this is just very like simple and easy way how to look at it. Even from like a daily perspective, here you can see there's a lot of volume here that we might get into. So like, do not be afraid that if we break below 60k, everyone is going to be again super negative. But yeah, that's just the way the bear market really works. Okay. Obviously, we can go on the shorter time frame as well. Ideally, like 4 hourly is the best for me, and we can see the VWAP, which is the weighted average price. So volume weighted average price. That means is the average price with respect to volume. If we close below the 30-day VWAP, usually it's not a great sign, because here you can see we closed below and we got 25% correction. We have also the 90-day VWAP, which is also super interesting. Here we got roughly 22% drawdown, and yeah, similar here. We tried to cross it. We did not manage to, and we got another 37% drawdown. I would like us to try to get to the 90-day VWAP before we go down further. However, it's not guaranteed. Okay, so this is only my analysis that we could get close to it if the Clarity Act will get passed. Maybe we could get there and perhaps reject from there again. But if it doesn't pass, then I expect us to trade probably straight below 60k. Okay. However, right now the market is not pricing the Clarity Act to be passed. So if it's gonna get passed, it's gonna be more like a surprise reaction. And what I feel like in the recent move, we are mostly de-risking and lowering the expectations from it actually getting passed. Okay, Let's check on Solana as well. Solana right now is like super cheap, in my opinion. If you look at it from like a long time frame perspective, this zone 60 to 80 is a great buying opportunity again. Yeah, I feel like, you know, if you just buy in this little box, then you will do just fine during the next bull run. Simply because just to get to all-time high, it's like a 3 to 5x. So that's quite great opportunity, in my opinion. Obviously, right now Solana is a little bit weaker, which is quite understandable after we got this major rally from like 60 to almost 80. So right now it's a little bit like a consolidation and this like falling structure. If we manage to break out of it, I expect us to reach $100. If we break below 60 is probably the next target. Okay. With ETH it's a little bit different story, okay? Because when you look at the ETH, this is a long structure, okay, all the way to 2025, so 1 year in the making. And as you can see, we broke this structure, and right now we are consolidating and not really like knowing what to do. So I probably expect us to test this this range. It could very well go to down again to like 1700. If we don't manage to bounce off of that, then probably we will sweep this low. Okay, so be ready for another like 10, maybe 20% drop on ETH. It's absolutely something that could happen. Obviously, on Bitcoin, the correction usually is gonna be the smallest. But yeah, like I said, you always have to manage your risks, and you know, do not risk more than you can actually afford to lose. And at the end, I want to discuss one meme coin, which is Dogecoin, which is the biggest meme coin in the world. Right now, I feel like it's, you know, it's at really decent valuation again, and I don't feel like we should break this low from all the way to 2022. So right now, it probably offers like a great risk to reward, because if like you are probably risking like 35% right now, and your upside, obviously we didn't even reach the all-time high, so we probably could go all the way up here, which is like 300%. Okay, if I do like a trend line from the high here all the way here, so this does look like we could reach it. Obviously depends when and where, but the risk to reward for me is amazing. Okay, so yeah, that's probably all today that I wanted to cover. Like I said, probably focus mostly on Bitcoin. Right now it doesn't look all that great, given all the situation in the world with Trump, with the bonds and stuff. So unfortunately, I think every single bounce that we will get sold into during this week because of the Clarity Act probably not passing. If we get a pass before the recess, then it's gonna be super bullish, and I feel like we'll get at least like 10% candle on the day. Okay. Maybe one more thing I wanted to mention as well at the end is the ETFs that are actually cumulatively buying again. But as you can see, it's sometimes they buy, sometimes they sell. It's not really easy to get the direction. With ETH, it's actually better. Like they are mostly buying, and with Solana, it's not too much. With Hyperliquid, it's mostly selling. Okay, but I feel like in this bull market, we probably could get real outperformance out of Ethereum, simply because no one actually owns it right now. Everyone is super bearish on it. Everyone is trying to short it. But if you look at the monthly time frame, you can very well see that ETH BTC, so it's Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, how it's actually doing, is trying to put another, it's trying to put in a higher low, and every time we did a higher low, here and here, it was usually followed by a huge pump, exactly here, like over 200%. That means ETH is quite likely to be doing way better than Bitcoin on relative basis in the next bull run, simply because Bitcoin has to get to all-time high is roughly 2x, with ETH is way more than 2x. Okay, so if we only get to all-time high, which hopefully, I guess we hopefully should get higher, then ETH probably could do like at least 3 to 4x next cycle, given we get like massive adoption and stuff. So yeah, that's probably all from me for today. Check out Crypto4Me, check out their welcome bonus, and I will see you in the next one.